Hi, Capricorns. This is Kathy. Welcome to my channel, Kathy Mamolen, Psychic Medium. Welcome to a timeless love reading for my Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Cross watchers are always welcome. Today, I'm going to ask my spirit guides about the person on your mind. What is going on in this connection? Where are we headed? What is happening? Any intentions? So let's call in our spirit guides. Let's see what your cards are, and let's get started. Spirit, I ask that you guide me with loving messages. What is it that you have for us today? What is it that you need us to know? I am listening for you now. Let's start with some loving messages. I just want to love and care for you. Okay. A little bit of I wish I could take all the difficult times away and just have it all be good. But that's not really realistic sometimes. Our best times, our best times are together, and I love every minute with you. There's a part of me that feels like there's obstacles and challenges around you that have nothing to do with the relationship. It feels more like outside influences or something like that. That, stress, worry, kids, demanding jobs, money. I mean, all of the above. Your smile in my heart is what helps me to go on. So because you can see this person really does care for you. I've changed. I'm becoming a better person, you will see. I feel like I'm trying. I'm trying to change. I promise I will take it slow and let you trust me again. So maybe we lost some trust. Maybe we are working on trust, respect, something like that. There's a sense of I just wanted to get better. It's a feeling of trying harder, getting things getting better, or something like that. Let's see what the cards are saying. So, our relationship's easy? No. And sometimes we have like this bump that we've got to get over, and we've got to get through it. Otherwise, it tears us apart. I have a 7 of Cups. I have an 8 of Cups. I have an Ace of Cups. I have a 6 of Cups. I feel like this person turned their back on you at some point. I feel like that this person either maybe it was a no contact situation and you guys are back together now, or they were dating other people, and at what point are we going to be exclusive? Something along those lines. But I do feel like it was I need to know where I stand. I have a Fool. I'm going to say starting over again. I have an Ace of Wands and I have a Fool. So I'm going to say the grass wasn't greener. I'm going to say it that way. That maybe we didn't have a commitment, but they were dating other people and you found out about it. And maybe you just said, you know what? You want to be with other people, be with other people. And then I feel like they kind of spun around and said, I actually don't want to be with other people. I'm actually thinking that I only want to be with you. So how do I say this? It's like difficult times, a tower moment. It would have been a tower moment, right? Leads to, like true feelings. Okay. It like forced somebody's hand. It was basically, you want to be with somebody else, be with somebody else, but you're not going to have me. You're not going to have both. I'm telling you right now. So I feel like with this Ace and this Ace of Cups and this Fool, it was almost a feeling of an awakening moment where if you were pushing them away for that reason, all of a sudden they realize that, holy crap, I'm really in love with this person. And what have I done? So, sometimes that pushing away, that breakup energy, that fear of losing somebody, it's almost a feeling of, I want to say, yeah, but I love you. And what are you doing? You can't do that. I love you. 5 of Cups. I'm sorry I disappointed you. I know I disappointed you. How do I make it better? How do I fix things? I feel like this person was a little bit of trying to have their cake and eat it too. Trying to get away with things, Spirit just said. They didn't get away with it. Okay. They got caught. There's a sense of getting caught. There's a sense of, didn't you think I would find out? Did you think I would sense it? I'd feel it. Can I have some initials, please? First initials, last initials. I've got the letter E, L, G, A, D, O. I have an F, P, F, N, J, E, M, A, U, W, V. While I was flipping those over, it was this incredible sense of they were shocked that you're the one that pushed them away. Okay, that I never thought that would happen. I guess I wasn't thinking. Yeah, which is also, do they respect you? Of course you're going to push them away if they think that they can just be out and about with anybody and you're going to wait around for them. Maybe we didn't have an exclusive agreement and they were, saying, well, we never agreed to that. I can date whoever I want. Okay, yes, you can. But at a certain point, if you're sleeping with me and spending time with me and you've been with me for months, out of respect, I would assume that you're not with anybody else. So that tells me that I'm not that important to you if you want to be with other people. So that's really what it feels like. It feels like their actions made you feel like you weren't that important. And now, they were not expecting you to push them away. They didn't like that. Okay. There's a sense of, if anybody was going to push somebody, it was going to be them. I pushed you away. They don't like that. Yeah, I'm going to go with that. That really shocked them. Third party. Yeah, I'm not putting myself in a third party situation. So I feel like you backed out. I feel like you said, you want to be with somebody else, you want to date other people and date me. Goodbye. And I think they were shocked. I feel like you shocked them. And for good reason, because you stood up for yourself. You deserved more. And unless this person wants to be exclusive to you, yeah, we're saying, okay, so yeah, you kick them to the curb, the third party or the other person they weren't dating doesn't work out, isn't what they thought it was going to be. They were having great sex with you, and now all of a sudden they want back, right? So they've got to come back for other reasons. They got to come back because they're realizing they have feelings for you. They got to come back because, what did they say a minute ago? Yeah, but I love you. How could you do this to me? So there's that going on. Trapped emotions. I feel like they felt like they had the upper hand, and I don't think they knew who they were dealing with. I really don't think they thought you would defend yourself. and say, I'm not doing this. I really think that they thought, what difference does it make? We don't have an agreement. I'm not married. You're being too clingy. I didn't promise you I was only going to be with one person or date one person. If that's not good enough for you, then you say that right up front in relationships. I don't like to date multiple people at the same time. I don't like the idea of you sleeping with somebody else and then sleeping with me. There's too many diseases out there. Like, I'm just not going to do it. Okay. So whatever the reasons is, my morals, my values, I deserve more, whatever. I've been daydreaming about you. I want a deeper commitment. They got to come back with, you're right. That was not fair. I wanted my freedom. Yeah, this person wanted it every which way, is how it feels. And I just feel like at the end of the day, it just wasn't fair to you. So stand your ground. I mean, if they come back and they say, I made a mistake, I really just want to be with you, it depends. But they can't have both, is the reality. They can't be single and in a relationship at the same time. I have a 4 at wands. I want some kind of commitment. Doesn't have to be a marriage, but I'm looking for something. I have a Hierophant. My morals say, like on my belief system, I was raised differently. It's not cool to sleep with multiple people, like I'm just not interested in being in those types of relationships. So whatever it is, I have an 8 of Swords, but you're not going to hold me back. I'm not going to just wait around for you. I think that's the part that shocked them. It was a little bit of, we never agreed conversation. Well, we never agreed to that. Like, they knew they crossed the line. And then it was almost like a twist that, well, we never agreed to that. So what are you upset about? I'm upset because you're treating me like shit. I'm upset because you wanted to be with somebody else. And you've been dating me for a few months. And after just a few months, you want to be with somebody else. So what makes me think that in 3 years from now, you're only going to want me, So I got to tell you, this is one of those times that you got to really look truthfully at what's best for you. This person could say all the right things, do all the right things. You could have feelings for them, but this is kind of an action that is hard to get over. And I would say, did they blow it? Maybe. I have an Empress. What is your Empress energy saying? I love myself first. I'm going to say they blew it. And they're shocked by your reaction. I really do feel like they blew it. There's a part of me that says, yeah, I'm always willing to kind of be open to what somebody says. People make mistakes. People say stupid things. People do stupid things. But at the end of the day, it's how does somebody make you feel? And this person did not make you feel good. I can guarantee you. For those of you that are connecting to this reading, you did not feel good when you found out about them being with somebody else. And that's the hurt. Okay, maybe we didn't agree to it, but I would want you to not want to be with somebody else. That's really what we're talking about here. I truly know that I need you in my life. So they're shocked that they blew it. So many words are left unspoken. I need courage to face you again. Maybe they're going to try one more time. Maybe they're going to see if I can salvage this. That's what it feels like. Can I salvage this after all this? I can't stop loving you. We are meant to be. I cared too much about other people's opinions. Somebody else was attracted to me and it felt good. Great. Bottom of the deck. You were right about my issues. My ego couldn't accept it at the time. My ego said, you can do whatever you want. You're not married. You're not committed. You didn't make any promises. You can do whatever you want. And they did. And then they threw it back in your face and said, well, I never made any promises. What's right and what's wrong is really what this comes down to. And you have to decide what's right for you. And if you feel icky over this situation, then you need to move on and wave bye-bye and just say, I'm sorry. You're not good enough for me. And sometimes we have to, and it's hard, but you can't just settle either. You can't just allow somebody to walk all over you and do whatever they want and to live a life of freedom and expect you to kind of wait around for them until they fall in love with you and want to spend the rest of their life with you. No, you're a grown adult and you're not going to be treated that way. So I think they underestimated you. I do. I think they underestimated your strength, your power, and your values. So it should come as no surprise to them that you're not going to accept any of this. So for some of you, this could be the end of somebody that you thought was really great. You know, for others, maybe this person comes crawling back with some kind of apology and realizes that they can't have both. And are they willing to give up their single life to have you? And Spirit just said only you get to decide. The ball is in your court. So let's put this out into the universe. I want to thank Spirit for these messages. Sometimes it's hard. Sometimes we have to walk away for our own dignity, and that's probably what's happening. I want to thank you for being here. If you're new to my channel, please remember to hit that like, subscribe, ring the notification bell. Thank you always for your kind words and your comments. If you'd like to book a private reading with me, please go to my website, kathymamolentpsychicmedium.com. Also, if you would please check out my other two channels. I have a pick a card channel. I have a twin flame soulmate channel, and you may be interested in those readings on those channels as well. We'll see you all again real soon, and I hope you enjoyed your reading today.